Alright, so this is animation, and this is how I have used everything to create all these slides. Okay, so you can see all the slides that I have created. I use the same technique for all of them. Okay, and I overlap, I bring in where necessary the correct slide for any kind of except the last slide, which I put as a thank you message. Okay, I use the swivel one. Okay, this is a swivel one, so if you look at it, it's going to, once I say I want to say thank you for listening, for your attention, you can see it. I use the wobble one. So all you need to do is to select it, make sure you are selecting it, and then you come to animation, and instead of the bounce bringing it, you can use this wobble, and that's what turns it just like so. So the next thing I want to show you is how to transit from slide to slide, from slide A to slide B to slide C to slide D, just like so, to make it much more better and interesting to your presentation. Also, in some cases during your presentation, some presenters or some organizations may not like you to put too much animation, so that you can sometimes they can be destructive. But then in cases when you don't have limit, it's good to put some transitions. So for example, now I want to go to transitions. Over here at the top ribbon, you can see transitions. So once you're on transition, you can easily put in anyone. You can put morph, or you can put shape, or you can do random bars. So by just selecting, you can see a preview of how it's going to be. Okay, so this is it, and it's going to go from the first slide. So let's say from the third slide, what happens? So let's say push, you can see it's going to move just like so to the next slide, or you can do wipe, and it's going to move just like that to the next slide. Or you can do split, it's going to split, or you can do reveal, or you can do cut or random bars, which sometimes also makes sense. You can do shape as well. So once you put this, you want to see the effect, you can just click on this slide view, you can see the effect. And when you want to you can show your first slide, second image, and then when you want to transit to the next slide, that's when you see the effect as well. So you can put it, let's say this one will put this shape. Okay, you can see a preview, and then let's say this one will put a cover. Okay, you can see cover, it comes and cover the next one. So you can go to the next slide, you can click on the drop down, and you can see a bunch of them. You can put fracture, which I like sometimes. You can come to the next slide, and on transiting to the next slide, let's make it a curtains. Okay, curtains, you can see how it opens very nicely during your presentation. So when you're going to aim up an objectives, it's going to open just like so. And sometimes I like this crush, so you go to the next slide and still on transition, and you can just click on, and you can just make sure the slide is selected, and you can just click on crush, and it's going to crush everything and throw it away just like so. Okay, so you can go to the next slide, and you can put in something like origami. Okay, origami or airplane also makes sense. Okay, just going to go just like so. So let's have a preview of it and see what we're talking about. So on this slide, you can just go to the slide mode, and you can see when you are moving, you can bring in your slides, you can bring in the second slide and the third concept. When you're moving to the next slide, that's when the effect takes in, and you can bring into the next slide, next concept, and then when you're moving to the next slide, that's when the effect comes in. Okay, cover just comes in just like so, and then the next thing is breaking. Okay, ice break or something, and then the next one is going to come. This is the image. Once you finish, it's going to be the next one, which is the curtains that we've just shown. So it's going to open to the next slide just like so. Okay, so you click and continue with your arrangement. You can explain the concept, and now when you are going to the next slide, you can see the transition is this squeeze and throw it away. Okay, and then the last one or the next one also the same, you are explaining the concept, and then it takes into the next slide. So this is how easy it is to use the transitions in PowerPoint slide. So just make sure to learn how to use it. As you just select, come over to transition and select any kind of transition, and it's allow you to kind of work on it very easily. And you have other options over here, effect options. You can check where do you want the slide to start from, the transition to start from. Is it from left, is it from top, is it from right, or is it from top right? You can change all these as you transit from one slide to another.